Welcome to NXT The Game, Season 1, Episode 37. Let's get square into the show. Alright. A promo recapping last week's ending to the main event with a new wrestler, Mr. NXT, appearing on the Titantron. By the way, guys, I have my 5-year-old here with me again, Cohen. How's it going, Cohen?
No, I do not know matches. I do not pick them.
He did not pick the matches, so he doesn't know what's going on. So, Mr. NXT, here we go. Alright, welcome to NXT. Tonight we have a trio of huge matches as Mojo Rawley will go one-on-one with Chuck Taylor to determine who faces the NXT Television Champion next week, Zack Ryder. If Mojo wins, he'll be facing his partner for his partner's title. We also have the Young Bucks, the new NXT Tag Team Champions, taking on Gargano and Ciampa. And in the main event tonight, we have Sin Cara taking on Drew McIntyre. Corey Graves, the cards in which NXT continues to produce is absolutely amazing to me, Renee. Stunning. Tom Phillips, don't forget about Bayley versus Evie, Renee. I'm not, and it starts now. So I still gotta, hold on, I still gotta do that. Change, gimmicks, Renee, and Corey. Okay. See what happens. In a match that had good action but no heat, Portia Perez defeated Bayley in 6 minutes by pinfall with the sweet Portia music after a distraction from Sasha Banks. So Sasha Banks interrupting Bayley again and causing Bayley to have problems. Bayley, Portia Perez, and Sasha Banks cut a backstage promo. They most definitely do not cut a backstage promo. That was a mistake on my part, but basically, I posted the wrong segment. Basically, Sasha Banks was taunting Bayley after the match. That's about all that was. Alright, the music video is now shown to promote NXT Women's Champion Gail Kim. Next, in an extremely short match, Mojo... Okay. In an extremely short match, Mojo Rawley defeated Chuck Taylor with a running seated senton. Mojo Rawley is the #1 contender for the NXT Television Championship and will face his tag team member of the Hype Bros, Zack Ryder, for his TV title next week. Alright. A video now shown of the Young Bucks beating NXT Tag Team Champions Enzo and Cass at the Dusty Rhodes Memorial Tag Team Classic, and then at TakeOver Redemption beating Enzo and Cass for their tag team titles. It breaks down the feud and shows a graphic of Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy taking on the Young Bucks at the next NXT TakeOver special, which is NXT TakeOver Respect, where they will challenge and execute their rematch clause. So, Colin, the Young Bucks are facing Enzo and Cass for the titles.
Oh my god, I have never done that.
Next, we have Bo Dallas backstage showing off his NXT Money in the briefcase to anybody who will look at him. Just being Bo, Bo turns and sees the cameraman, Bo Dallas. Hey, Mr. Cameraman, sir, can I say something? The cameraman, sure. Bo smiles. Hello, NXT Universe. That's right here, he says, holding out the briefcase, is the NXT Money in the Bank briefcase. You see, I talked to Commissioner Regal, and I talked to Triple H, and they agree. 4 months? Well, that's just too short. The timeline has been pushed to 6 months. I mean, granted, whenever the briefcase is used, it'll be immediately put back into play at the next TakeOver special, but it's been extended to 6 months. If you believe you can change, you can help process and usher in changes. The scene ends, Bo Dallas telling us updated rules and how the Money in the Bank briefcase will work. Next, we have the Young Bucks defeating Gargano and Ciampa in 12 minutes when Nick Jansen defeated Johnny Gargano with a 450 splash. So the Young Bucks, the tag team champions, winning here against the Young Bucks beating Gargano and Ciampa.
How will they do match?
I don't know. A music video is now shown to promote Hideo Itami's return. The camera finds William Regal at his door as Bayley walks in. William Regal, Bayley, so nice to see you. Come in, come in. The fans cheer. I know what you're going to ask, and you got it. The fans cheer. You do? Asked Bayley, smiling. I do. You want a match against Sasha Banks, and gosh darn it, what she did, she distracted you and cost you the match. You got it. The fans cheer. Bayley, I was going to ask for a rematch against Gail for the NXT Women's Championship. Women's cheer. William Regal looks a little upset. Bayley, he says, she didn't really interfere. What she did was provide a little distraction, but as in life, we have to work through those things. So I'm sorry, I can't quite give you a rematch right now. The fans boo. But at NXT TakeOver Respect, you're going to go one-on-one with Sasha. I can do that, okay? Bayley nods, and Bayley nods understandingly with Regal as we fade. So Bayley and Sasha Banks in a match at TakeOver. Next, we have a promo from Triple H announcing the Fabulous Freebridge Trios Classic. Folks, the Trios Classics come to you in a week from this Saturday and will feature the return of Kai Taka Michinoku, Funoku, and Dick Yogo. Apollo Crews, Samoa Joe, Sin Cara on the team. Finn Balor, Hideo Itami, and Sami Zayn are on the team, and Baron Corbin, Enzo Amore, and Colin Cassidy on the team. Also, we have a team of Drew McIntyre, the debut of Cassius Ohno, Rhino, Bo Dallas, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson on the team. Brian Kendrick and Gable and Jordan on the team, and James Storm and referee Drake Younger and Solomon Crow, the Revolution, on a team. So that's right, we have a trios tournament just like the tag team tournament, which will be a single elimination triple threat tournament. Next in the main event, the match that had good action average heat, Drew McIntyre defeated Sin Cara by pinfall after distraction from Mr. NXT. After the match, Drew McIntyre rolls out of the ring and just stares at the masked Mr. NXT, who the fans are chanting NXT at. Mr. NXT bobs his head up and down before kicking the other masked wrestler Sin Cara straight on the square in the balls. He then grabs Sin Cara and drops him to his knees, ramming Sin Cara's face into his knee. Mr. NXT slowly looks around and drags Sin Cara to his feet and puts him over his shoulder. Mr. NXT walks to the edge of the ring and just dumps Sin Cara over the top rope and onto his mat, crashing. Mr. NXT then gets back into the ring and starts doing Sin Cara's Lucha, Lucha, making fun of Sin Cara. The show ends with no explanation, but Mr. NXT having taken out the other NXT masked luchador, Sin Cara. All right, we have no, interesting storylines. We'll fix that, but a pretty good rating overall. NXT did this event, get another one out tomorrow, but I'm liking the direction Mr. NXT is taking. It should be fun, and we'll see what happens from there. I will see you guys next week.
Yeah. Okay.